Ayun.
They say high school days are the best days of our lives. I say it is an understatement because the truth actually is high school days are way beyond compare. Our school president, Brother Ariel Simanga OFM, Vice President for Administration, Father Sebastian C. Gabuya OFM, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Brother Juanito O. Busada Jr., OFM, Vice President for Finance, Father Marlui A. Rosales, OFM, our Principal, Ms. Rowena R. Diaz, Assistant Principal, Ms. Rowena Gua, Ms. Violeta Valdez, right? Honored guests, dear parents, members of the CYPCA board, headed by Police Inspector Antonino T. Sabinicio, faculty and staff, batchmates, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Sali yung ilagkit. Sali yung ilagkit.
Speaking in front of all of you is admittedly a hard task. And speaking in behalf of all my batchmates adds an enormous pressure to the situation. I must admit that intermixed with me now are feelings of euphoria, excitement, apprehension, fear, and more. However, I try to convince myself there is nothing to fear. I am not afraid to speak to the expectant crowd here today. After all, I have been in this situation many times before. And as a Christian region, we are known in vernacular to be makusog ang kursunada, or in short, arisgado, in its positive context, which is to be confident and ready to take challenges. What I am apprehensive about is to somehow let go of my batch, the Christ the King College High School Department class of 2014, who has given me the honor to speak in their behalf before all of you gathered here today as you watch us leave the portals of our alma mater and plunge into the bigger and real world outside. So, I will keep my message short and simple, yet meaningful. As what I earlier said, high school days are way beyond compare. It's quite bizarre to think that after 4 years of waking up early in the morning, staying long at night because of dozens of projects and assignments, hundreds of exams, and over 1,000 quizzes, we find ourselves genuinely saying that these are our days way beyond compare. Why? Maybe because this is the stage where we met our classmates that became our lifelong friends, whom we will cherish forever in our lives. This is the time when we began to develop our identity that will determine who we are and will be in the future. This is also the time when we have experienced how to love, even though they say it's only a puppy love. This is the time when we began to choose our path to where we would like to be, whether it's for the better or for the worse. We are now about to formally close this chapter of our lives. To use a math analogy with what my advisor, Mrs. Aster Bahet, taught us, for 4 years, we were like a parabola, steadily getting higher and higher to the top, but hardly really reaching it. Today, we finally reach its vertex. It's a testament to who we are as people that we are here today, about to walk up the stage. It's not about the diplomas, it's about what the diplomas symbolize. That we completed the seemingly great climb and we did it together. We have weathered the storm, and by doing so, this institution has given us enough mental light, spiritual sight, moral right, social light, and physical might that will enable us to become what we would like to be. Someday, we shall be looking back and be thankful to our dear alma mater for the education that it has given us. This school had provided us with the knowledge we needed to prepare for the college degree we would like to take up. Bagan kakanula, di ba? When we first set foot in this institution, we were not only the curious and anxious children, but also our parents. We were anxious if we could really survive high school and acquire more knowledge. And I note here, we are now wearing the graduation caps, ready to face new challenges, and about to discover new oceans in life. When I was elected president of the Supreme Student Government last year, I had worthwhile experiences because of the people I met. The student government worked together and saw to it that things were not just accomplished, but accomplished well. We had so many problems along the way, and sometimes we needed to be creative in finding solutions. The lesson I learned, my fellow graduates, was don't let the solutions come to you. Go and find it. Having a high position was even tougher because I had to show everyone that I'm a role model. This was not hard to do since I was raised in an environment that taught me good values and manners. To my high school teachers, thank you for always believing that I could do better. Without your encouragement, I could not have discovered my potentials. Never did I even initially thought that I will graduate with flying colors. You inspired me to be who and what I am now. In behalf of the whole batch, thank you for showing us that to be able to excel, one must learn to challenge one's capabilities to experience growth. You are also approachable and always willing to give us pieces of advice that help us become more responsible and open to new things. We learned that opening up to new ideas and new experiences intensifies the knowledge that we gain in the classroom, and for this, we thank you very much. As the saying goes, quote, a good teacher explains, a superior teacher demonstrates, and a great teacher inspires. You all truly inspired us. To our closest friends and batchmates, thank you for making the sacrifices worthwhile, for making every school day a party, for shared snacks, for talking almost unceasingly about the sports we've watched, for the games we've played, for the strollings we had, for being supportive, caring, and loving. My dear batchmates, now that we have gained knowledge, one of the most important things we shouldn't forget is to be thankful to our dear Lord above. And as we adhere to this year's theme, we must set forth in faith with new ardor and new expressions for the youth. Let us always remember that knowledge of our real self leads us to the knowledge of God. Just like what St. Augustine prayed, No verite, no verite. Lord, let me know myself that I may know you. Now, allow me to thank significant persons in a personal note. I owe the greatest thanks of all to my Papa and Mama, who I have seen work so hard that I could not imagine I could emulate. Pa, Ma, thank you for teaching me not only how to dream, but how to turn my dream into a reality. You have shown me incomparable love, and you have sacrificed a lot for me. Despite some recent setbacks, never did you show me weakness and sadness. Instead, you have shown me strength, untiring love, and support. I could never ask for more. To the both of you, I offer this honor of graduating with the highest honor. May by the smallest success, I have reciprocated your love. To my lola and nanay, my titos and titas, my cousins, you were always there for me when I felt like I wanted to give up. You always have a way to put a smile on my face, and you instill lessons in my head that continuously develop me into a fine young man. Thank you for supporting me morally and financially. Lastly, to the one above all of us, thank you for all the blessings you have given me and everyone else. This commencement exercises is not the end, only the beginning. I shall say, let us once again begin to dream, aim high, and as we sing later, let us march along to the front to seek the light for a better and brighter future that awaits us. Thank you, and once again, good afternoon.
Okay na?